What kind of team do you want to be?
Never count anybody out. And that's what's great about this game of baseball. Anything can happen.
There are a lot of good ingredients for a great cake here.
If that's not must-see TV, I don't really know what is.
We just passed the biggest test of the year to date, but there's more coming.
Strikeout number 200 for Tarek Skubal. Tigers win! What a play! Wow! Tigers win!
Remember I asked you, what kind of team do you want to be?
Don't let the Tigers get hot.
Guess you want to be a playoff.
A city that doesn't care about the odds has a baseball team to match.
Last hope, Cole Keith standing at home plate. Swinging the ground ball to first, backing up to play the big hop. Naylor, underhand flip to Clase. And the Guardians are moving on to the American League Championship Series.
If you lose your last game of the season, you're never happy. What's really exciting, though, is this group of guys is going to be together for the foreseeable future. This is going to be experience and fuel for a fire that's going to continue to grow in Detroit.
I'm still struggling to reconcile the gut punch that we felt on Saturday with what was a wildly successful season for this whole organization.
I had a really cool meeting this morning with our guys, and I got a chance to tell Tarek Skubal in front of his teammates that respect him and root for him and love every 5 or 6 days when he pitches that he's going to be the opening day starter.
You know, he said, I'm about to do something that I haven't done before, and I was like, my heart dropped. Being an opening day starter, that's pretty special. It's something that you're going to cherish the rest of your life.
Hello again, everyone. Opening day 2024. We're in Chicago, 3 games of the Chicago White Sox, and Bobby, there's just nothing better than the start of a baseball season, and I know it's easy to be optimistic coming out of spring training, but it just really feels like there's something good brewing with this 2024 edition of the Tigers.
Guys are riding high, just in terms of getting out, wanting to come out and play well, and everybody having kind of a belief in each other that we're going to go out and win some games, and you come out and start the season off well. Scoob kind of set the tone there with that first start.
Swing and a miss, there it was. And DeYoung sails away.
It was 100% full circle, but I think baseball's a game of moments like that happen in baseball of, hey, he debuted here.
Holds it at the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Cutter inside to Jimenez.
He's grown from that, and then he goes 6 shutout innings opening day, his first opening day, a little poetic. So cool to be back there and actually I feel like he called it his re-debut day because his family was there. We debuted in COVID, so we sat at a bar in downtown Chicago together watching it. So now to be at the field, watching him, be his usual great self it was so awesome to experience with families and friends and have everybody there and support him. From 2020 to today, I would say he's a lot more confident in that he belongs here. And I think him believing it and him seeing it himself has made just him that much better. And then as a teammate, I think he has a little bit more experience. You don't want to be giving advice when you're the new kid on the block, but a little bit more experience of how to navigate through the league and how to get yourself through 162 games.
I love to go out there and compete. I think that's what makes sports so fun, is just the competition aspect of it.
It's something you want. You want to come out the gates well, and everybody is working towards winning ball games and improving and getting better, and to come out of the gates and start off well. And you can always look back on that. We can play well, we can play up to this level of expectation.
Tigers win the opener.
2-2. He got him! The Tigers rip away a victory. A.J. Hinch gets what he wants, and Ibanez once again pays it off. That ball is cranked and gone! That is the at-bat you're looking for.
It is the best day of the year. Tigers are home, a 5-1 road trip. It's a sign of all the things that we can look forward to with this young team coming together this year.
We knew we wanted to start good, and there was a determination there to come out of the gates playing good baseball.
How about tasting that? Matt Vierling lights up the new scoreboard for the first run at Comerica Park this year.
It's been complete domination by Tarek Skubal. It's worked so hard now the last couple of years, swinging a fly ball left field. This one's deep, this one's trouble. Green going back, looking up, and it's gone. A home run. Brant Rooker.
You know, I come off the mound in the 7th, and there's a standing ovation with a bunch of fans here, and I didn't quite enjoy it as well as I should have, you know, because I was just a little frustrated with how my outing ended. But that was one of the coolest moments. You know, I've watched it on video, and you get goosebumps, you know, when you think about it. Those things are special. You know, when the fans kind of just get on their feet for you, it's pretty cool, you know, especially with the city of Detroit.
Right side on a line, tailing down. It did find grass, and the Tigers take the lead in the 8th in the home opener.
The Tigers have a lead, lose the lead, score in the bottom of the 8th, and send 44,000 plus home happy on opening day in Detroit. Our final score, the Detroit Tigers 5 and the Oakland A's 4.
We play every day in a city. Most of the time, half the time it's here, half the time it's in a random city. And you get in this routine, you get on this schedule. So you're always looking for something to grab a hold of. Is it something as unique as a City Connect? Cool, we'll ride that momentum for a while it lasts. It happens all the time. We don't call them superstitions because we don't believe in superstitions, but we call them routines, and we call them sort of fun events that break up what is a daily grind for 6 months.
When you win a couple games in a row and you wear the same jersey and you do the same thing, how do you reconcile all that as a logical man?
We'll never admit to believing that there are external things that are impacting the wins, but why test it?
Confidence growing with Colt Keith with every at-bat. The 3-2. Swinging a fly ball, right field. This one's deep. Springer going back, looking up. Home run number 1!
He's trying not to smile. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. Cole's all, he's jacked up.
Today is a very exciting day for the Tigers organization. One of our goals is to acquire, develop, and retain young talent, and we took a huge step in that direction with this announcement today. With this contract, we are demonstrating our belief in Colt as a player, as a teammate, and as a worker. As you will see, Colt is a tireless worker who is determined to be great.
I think it's just instilled in me to never give in, just constantly fight and find a way to make it happen and be successful. I think just the way I was brought up is just keep on trying to find a way.
We can watch him grow up all together, you know, big and physical. We're going to feed him. We're going to make him lift. We're going to see what kind of, you know, behemoth of a man he can grow into.
3-hit day for Colts. The 0-1. This one blasted out to right field. Going back is Cabbage. That ball is gone! Touch of all time, Colt Keith.
Yeah, Colt rakes. He's done everything we can ever ask for him. You know, he's grown up, especially as a player, and I mean, he's a guy I want in the top lineup every day. I mean, he's on base every day, and I mean, he's just a pro hitter.
Obviously, signing the extension and doing all that, there's pressure and expectations that come with that, so that brings in a whole new set of challenges. But no, it's been incredible. I don't know the exact moment of when it changed for him, but we just saw throughout the year that he got more and more comfortable, felt like he belonged. I mean, you don't see a lot of rookies do what he's doing, so I think he's going to be a great player in this league. To see how quickly he's matured and dealt with the everyday grind up here, I think great things are coming for Colt.
Lines left center, that's going to get down. It's a 2-run double for Colt Keith.
Detroit's, you know, really going to love the kid.
He's still one trip through the league, still learning, you know, whether it's sight lines, whether it's the way he's getting pitched. You know, I think he has a really uncanny ability to go up and can see the ball and hit the ball.
Just trying to stay consistent as I can with my emotions and my, you know, mechanics, anything, my routine. Because, you know, everyone I talk to, it's up and down in baseball, and, you know,
the best players in the game. They stayed even the whole time. I would say my expectations for myself are higher than anybody else's.
Yeah! Listen to this crowd! Got him!
He's the best in the MLB. I mean, every day he's giving us a chance to win. I'm just thankful to be a part of the ride.
That is beautiful.
He's not throwing 90, 92, not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, he's throwing gas. He's throwing 97, 99, 100. If that's not must-see TV, I don't really know what is.
Swing and a miss. Got him!
The fiery passion. I think he grew up with 5 brothers. I think that fiery passion was always in there. He just might let it out a little bit more this year. I like his fiery self out there because I know he's such a competitor. He wants to win.
Strikeout number 12 at 99.
He doesn't care about his stat line. He doesn't care about anything else. He would carry the entire team on his back if he could to make them win.
I don't really need a ton of motivation, you know. I just love to play the game. I love to win. That's all the motivation that I need. You know, winning in sports is everything. So I've always kind of said I hate losing more than I love winning.
The 0-2 fouled out of play.
101.6 miles an hour.
Oh, wow.
At home, right up to the left is the velocities of everything. So I was like, I wonder how hard that one was, because the pitch prior was 99, and then I really tried the next one. I was like, I wonder how hard that one was. And then I read it, and it was a foul ball, and I'm like, no, there's no way. That's got to be a misread. And then I looked at Casey in the dugout, and he was like, I was like, all right, it's got to be real. I don't really know how that happened. I've watched the video. I don't get it.
It's been consistent since the day that I met him. It's not like it came out of nowhere. We all see what goes on in there. It's something that the fans don't really have an insight to, but as a teammate, you appreciate it and you admire the fact that every single day is consistent.
He's got, you know, when they say the Bulldog mentality, he is that. I mean, he's obviously got nasty stuff, but just the competitive nature he has is special.
Oh, and Scooble is fired up.
I think it starts with his preparation. First, when he shows up to the field, he's got things he has to do to get ready for the game, and it starts from the second he gets here. When he gets on that mound, there's just like a no fear factor.
That kid's pretty good. He just goes out there, and it's like he's just going to steamroll everybody in his way. Big body, big energy out there, and he just goes hard.
He came inside and busted him. There's the changeup.
I think it's just more of a mentality thing for me. It's like I know I can beat guys in the zone, and I'm doing it, and I want to just keep that aggression of strike one, strike two, and then strike three, and get guys off the field.
He should be an all-star.
A couple guys are not going to have the all-star break off.
We were in Cincinnati, and then somebody said, yeah, they're going to announce the all-stars.
Scooble.
AJ starts with Scooble.
Yeah, the heart starts to race a little bit. You get nervous, you get excited.
The other one's a player choice too, and the players have noticed some work that's gone in because it hasn't always been perfect, and that's Riley Green.
What aspect of your game do you think kind of gave you the nod to be in the All-Star game?
That's a good question. When I'm playing every night, you see the numbers and you see all the pretty stuff on the board and everything like that, and you know, it's all cool, but I mean, I would just say, you know, just working my butt off every day, you know, and just really caring about it was a big thing.
There's going to be some goosebumps, I assume. What I would probably compare it to is every opening day, you know, when you get your name announced. Whatever emotions I feel, you know, I want to embrace them and roll with it.
Got a little nervous on the bus ride over here, you know, you're around all these talented players, and then, you know, you kind of start to think that you are one of the talented players, so, and you belong in that clubhouse just as much as everyone else, so it's going to be a ton of fun.
And now it's time to meet the American League All-Stars. From the Detroit Tigers, down in the bullpen, pitcher Tarek Skubal. And outfielder Riley Green.
Scoob's one of the best pitchers, not just in the American League, and all of baseball. He's a stud. And then Greeny, you knew he deserved it. The outfield core in the American League is very deep, but he's been one of the best. And it couldn't have happened to two better guys.
Come on, man. Do it like puppy.
I'm definitely going to be like you.
Those guys, they've been the leaders of the clubhouse. They've been the leaders on and off the field. So seeing them get that accolade is definitely well-deserved. Scooble, he's anchored the whole pitching staff all year. He's, in my opinion, the best pitcher in baseball. And Riley, he's been a workhorse for us on defense and in the lineup all year. He goes, we go. You know, he's one of those guys, like, he's playing every day. You know, if he's in there, he's playing every day, and he makes incredible plays. It's just fun to play with guys like that, because you know something special is always bound to happen.
One thing I will tell you, if you trust my judgment as a baseball man, and I hope you do, there are a lot of good ingredients for a great cake here.
We're all here to celebrate Jim Leyland tonight as the Tigers forever etch his number on the bricks in center field here at Comerica Park.
The whole ceremony was incredible to kind of see that happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome home the skipper, number 10, Jim Leyland.
You know, he's a legend in the game, and it kind of reminded me a little bit of like Miggy last year, just like a true legend in the game. You know, you see the fans love every second of it.
Jim Leyland is an all-time guy. That's one guy I wish I could have played for. You know, everybody that says, man, you would have loved playing for him. I mean, even when I was coming up through the minor leagues, I saw him a lot, and I've got to know him pretty well, and he's just an absolute light, you know, with this game. That day when he got his number up there on the wall, it was a special day, and him coming up and being like, you better win it. It's kind of a light under the skin and saying, hey, look, let's go.
Obviously, this is not my show anymore. I'm way in the background where I want to be. But I did also tell him, how about going out and winning the game?
Meadows, line drive, right field, on the run, Renfroe reaches up, it's over his head and off the wall, rattles around his center field, the lead heads to third, he will score, Meadows on his way to third, he'll be held there, it's an RBI triple for Parker Meadows, and the ball game is tied, 5-5 here in the bottom of the 11th inning. So now the winning run in third, 2 outs, Wenzel Perez the hitter, first pitch lifted in the air, right field, going back is Renfroe, leaps up, it's off the wall! Meadows scores, Wenzel Perez, a game-winning RBI knock, and the Tigers beat the Kansas City Royals on Jim Leyland night as Wenzel Perez is mobbed in center field.
A lot of that win is the toughness that we all want to be, you know. And I love that happened today. Our crowd was incredible. It was a slow game to the end, but what a fight at the end, and would love to dedicate this to Jim.
I think it was so sick to be able to win that game for him in that situation. You know, obviously no one wants to lose the game after the skipper's ceremony, right? So to be able to just fight back and be able to win that game, that was just one of those nights that, you know, you kind of take into the next week, month, so have you, and just keep it pushing.
They're struggling right this moment, but I think this team, they're going to get healthy, and I believe they're going to have a great September.
Getting ready for a 5-game homestand. The 6th game actually is in Williamsport on Sunday.
So the news of the day is Kerry Carpenter comes back. We'll just start right there. How nice is it to be able to write his name back into the lineup after missing, well, more than 2 months?
Yeah, it's huge because he's such a presence in the lineup. Other managers have to manage against him. I think getting Cart back, it just pushes guys to a position where they're, the middle of the order has another bat to contribute.
That ball is gone! Kerry Carpenter!
It's Kerry Bonds. It's cooler to know that the type of person Kerry is before even the player, because it makes it that much cooler to see the success on the field because of how good of a guy he is.
I'll sign it then. I don't remember what game it was, but I was mic'd up, and I was sitting next to Riley in the dugout, and somebody yells my name. It's like my full name, and they're like, "Can you sign this bat or this hat to make? I want to make my sister jealous." That's awesome. Of course, I got to sign it.
Fly ball left field deep. Rosarena back looking up. Gone! Welcome back, Kerry Carpenter.
I feel when I'm at my best is I feel really confident, no matter what pitcher I'm facing, no matter what pitches he's throwing. Just reining in and controlling my aggressiveness in that moment is key, but the confidence I have in those moments is big.
He's back in a big way, Kerry Carpenter. A second big fly.
Just built a lot of confidence first game back, and it was kind of just go from there. My role is to be myself and to kind of just play the role that AJ has me in, and I think we have a bunch of guys that do that really well.
We're getting young players a lot of at-bats. We're getting, through some of the growing pains. And when I say young players, it's not just Colt Keith, or at the beginning of the season it was Parker Meadows. It can be a young player, still Riley Green. Wenzel Perez is getting a ton of runs. So earmarking at-bats for young players is important this year. It's important to figure out what we have, who we have, get these guys through their learning curve so they can be better faster. We all want to win. And we know we carry the burden of what this organization has endured, this fan base has endured over the last decade, and we want it better faster.
Tigers and New York Yankees in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, side of the Little League World Series. This is the Little League Classic, the 8th annual for Major League Baseball. And Bobby, we get to watch Tarek Skubal tonight, but what a day this has been with all the Little Leaguers here in Williamsport.
This is unbelievable.
I definitely think it's something I'll never forget. We're creatures of habit, especially we have a game every single day. But whenever we went to Williamsport, that was a very unique day in itself. For me, it helped me separate, what I was about to do, go and play a Major League Baseball game, and then I was seeing all these Little Leaguers and seeing where they're playing and where they're at, all their excitement and the chants and who, it was just it was completely reality hit, of where I am now and where I used to be.
It's always good to have that reminder, because sometimes you can get caught up in the performance or being in the big leagues or being in AAA, or it can wear on you a little bit, and then always regaining that perspective is extremely important. And so that was kind of a big day for that, for me and for a lot of guys.
Oh, we're racing.
All right, heads up.
Woohoo! It was fun. It took me a while to get up to the top of the hill, but I was always wanting to do it because everyone talks about it. I didn't know what I was going to do. I just went for it, but it was a good time. I wanted to do it more times, but they said, hey, we got to roll.
It's really important for these guys to learn how to win together over these next 6 weeks through the end of the season. We're not just turning the page to the offseason right now. There's a lot for us to accomplish.
25th start of the year for Tarek Skubal. All he does is lead the American League in wins, ERA, strikeouts. The 0-2 swing and a miss. He got him with the beauty of a change.
It's fun competing against him. He's the best pitcher in the game right now. What he's been doing all year long. I feel like the past couple seasons when he came back, last year at the end of the year, really just, hit a different gear, hit a different level. And it's not fun facing a guy like that, but it's fun competing against the best.
2 outs in the 9th. And leave it up to Jace Young on the way. Swinging a line drive. Base hit into left. Rounding third and heading home, Keith. Throw to the plate, not in time. Tigers have tied it in the 9th. Bottom of the 10th inning, Yankees on top, 2-1. The 1-0. Ground ball up the middle into center field, a base hit. Sweeney around third, he will score. 2-2 tie in the 10th. Meadows for the 1-2 count. McKinstry at second base. The pitch, swinging line drive, base hit into left. McKinstry's being waved around third. Dominguez has a hesitation. The throw home, not in time. Tigers win.
Felt good. All year this team, we fight till the end, and you saw it tonight. Credit to, JJ getting a knock there in the 9th inning, and then, Z-Max stole the base and got in scoring position. And I was just, trying to put a ball play and help the team win, so it's cool.
And now they're going to have what Little Leaguers do, the traditional after the game handshake.
Are they really?
I think it is a great tradition to show the sportsmanship to these young players on a night when the Tigers started their maybe youngest lineup in 9 years, going back to 2015 with all the kids under the age of 25, and even further back than that when you consider all of the top prospects in this lineup tonight.
Well, I think they're basically going about it the same way that we did when they started putting the pieces together for our eventual championship team. I look at the guys that they keep bringing up that are everyday players in the lineup. There's some serious talent there. The core group looks pretty solid. I would think that somewhere along the way they're going to bring in the next Larry Herndon and Darrell Evans and Chet Lemon to, kind of solidify that mix. and they're going to be off to the races. I honestly like the way this is all coming together.
These are the kind of wins that make you believe. It's September. Throw home, not in time. Tigers win. Tigers walk it off. Tigers are battling for the last playoff spot.
It's a new hero every day. You know, you don't know who it's going to be. And I think that speaks a lot to everyone that we have on the roster. It's just exciting, you know, you're always on your toes. You don't know when the moment's going to be, whenever the big RBI comes in or the big homer comes in or whatnot, or the guy comes in and shuts down the inning. But everyone can contribute.
Somebody turned off all the lights and try to steal like a parasite.
Tarek Skubal, we look forward to every one of his starts.
A dazzling array from Tarek Skubal. He's back in a big way, Kerry Carpenter.
The best lineups in the league are the ones where everybody can beat you. And so turning into that kind of lineup is pretty special. It's been really fun to watch.
Ninth inning, down 3 with 2 strikes. Parker Meadows grand slam gives the Tigers a lead.
The belief has to be in the players. Like that's where, you know, the optimism for this team, the farm system that we're building that are going to supply the next, you know, supplements to this roster. We have a lot to look forward to. We have to do the work.
Well, they've won 18 of their last 26.
Work for it every day, work for it.
Did he? Yes, Rogers did!
I stand alone.
Unbelievable! 2 outs in the 9th, and the crowd gets on its feet here at Comerica Park. Tanner Montero, a complete game shutout.
Riley into the stands.
Incredible.
Deep right, way out of here.
The Detroit Tigers, what's not to love?
Struck him out. 99. Wow.
Swing and a miss. Got him with the fastball.
Do not write off the Detroit Tigers. Riley Green saves the day.
We're ready. Like I think everyone's just ready for that opportunity to be able to go out there and produce. Everyone wants to produce at this level, and everyone wants to win. I think everything kind of ultimately comes down to just winning and losing, and everyone here wants to win and is willing to do everything that they need to do in order to win.
And the Tigers are not done.
We are getting ready for the last 3 games of the regular season. Bobby Scales, you just couldn't draw it up any better. The Tigers had, after a Minnesota loss, win 1 game, and they're in. It's going to be a packed house all weekend at Comerica Park.
That's it. The objective is clear, and it's right here in front of the boys today. Like you said, Dan, just win 1 game.
It feels good when you do it at home this way and set yourself up for, you know, what could be a really memorable weekend. We have a lot at stake, and we know that. And as I keep saying, our players believe, and they believe that we can win today's game.
Bases loaded, nobody out for the Tigers.
Here come the fans. A little excited in the field.
This gets away. Here comes run number 1.
If he gets a knock, he's going to explode. The emotion's going to come out.
First one, it's a swing, it's a drive. Riley Green to the wall. 3-1 Tigers, and this place is a powder keg. Fly ball, right center field. Perez got it! The Tigers, for the first time in 10 years, are going to the playoffs. It's actually happening.
I knew we had the hitters to do it. And I mean, like I said, confidence is everything in the world.
How did you guys make this happen?
I've said it a couple times already. Belief's a big thing, and we never stop believing.
Never count us out, never count anybody out. And that's what's great about this game of baseball. Anything can happen. So, and we speak to that. You know, our team speaks to that.
We didn't give up all season, and like I said earlier, we deserve it as a team, and the city of Detroit deserves it too. So, surreal feeling right now, but we're gonna soak it in here in a minute.
And when I asked you in the middle of the season, remember I asked you, what kind of team do you want to be? I guess you wanted to be a playoff team.
You've been asked a lot about being the ace. I don't really care about labels, to be honest. Being the starter game one of the playoffs is kind of a little bit more special.
Welcome to the 2024 Wild Card Series. We are here at Minute Maid Park for the first of a baseball buffet today. This will be the first one to start off October, and it's going to be the Astros against the Tigers.
I teach geometry and statistics for high school students here in Texas, and we went over a lesson about how unlikely it was that the Tigers are even here. August 11th, they had 0.2 of 1% chance of even making it to the playoffs. It absolutely teaches perseverance and the fact that you can't let anybody limit you. And if the Tigers can overcome those kinds of statistical odds, then they can do anything too.
I don't know if you can tell, but I have chills. Like, you can see it on my legs. Like, I cry when they won a couple days ago. Like, I am in love with the Tigers. I can't even explain it. It brings me so much emotion. I never thought that a team could mean so much to me.
I think if we get at least a run or two off Framber, I mean, he's a lefty. If we score runs on a lefty to his caliber, I think we're going to be winning this series.
Second inning, no score. Tigers and Houston Astros. First of a best of three. Jake Rogers steps to the plate. The 3-0 pitch. Swing the line drive up the middle lane. Pass to diving Pena into center. Perez in to score. Meadows will stop at second. Myers closed quickly. Jake Rogers got the green light, 3-0, and delivers a 1-0 lead in the second. Bregman's in tight at third. Pena short shades up the middle, trying to shorten that lead of Meadows. The 1-0 pitch, swinging a line drive, base hit into center. Meadows going to be waved around third. Myers up with the ball. Throw to the plate is not in time. Over to third base goes Jake Rogers. 2-out singles from Rogers and Sweeney, and the Tigers have a 2-0 lead in the second. Yearling Wedding, the 2-2. Swing a shot up the middle into center field, a base hit. Jake Rogers will score. 3, 2 out. RBI hits. Fearling delivers. 3-0 Tigers in the second. Long fourth inning for Tarek Skubal. It's approaching 30 pitches here in the fourth. The 1-2. Check swing. Went too far. Changeup got Caratini to chase. Bo Brisky with runners at second and third in the ninth inning. Tigers clinging to a 3-1 lead. Second and third and 1 out. The 1-2, swinging a little line drive into left. Riley Green over in, makes the catch, and Bregman will hold. Astros down to their last strike. Brisky sets the 2-2, line drive, caught by Spencer Torkelson at first. Oh man! A little higher, it's into the corner, but Spencer Torkelson grabs it, pumps his fist, and the Tigers take game 1 in Houston.
If you could bottle up that feeling and make a drug, you could be a trillionaire. That's the greatest feeling ever. But I did some deep breaths and was locked in, just praying the ball would get hit to me and so I can make a play. Gosh, it's awesome.
It seems like the biggest thing that you can do is take the first game, because everyone knows that ever since this has become a thing, it means a lot to win the first one.
Yeah, huge. Wins are huge. Wins are important, and we're going to enjoy this for about 10 more minutes, and then we're on to tomorrow and ready to win again, because the job's definitely not finished.
Astros going for their third ring, but they need to win today to keep their postseason hopes alive as they trail Detroit 1-0 in the best of 3. We're here at Minute Maid Park, the crowd filing in for what should be a very intense ball game.
We all know what's at stake. We're going to play the game the same way. I think it's most important to play the game the same way and push hard. We got to stay aggressive. That's got to continue. We're not going to win carefully today. We're going to keep pushing this. The fact that we can push the reset button after both good things and bad things has been an underrated portion of our ability to stay grounded.
I was told a couple years ago when I was with Philly just to enjoy the moment.
the butterflies, the anxiousness, nervousness, just to embrace it. And not everybody gets to feel that. So even to get that feeling is pretty special. So just to change your mindset to think like that helps a lot.
Parker Meadows leads off 6th inning. Pick one, fly ball right field. This one's deep. It's down the line. It's got a chance, and it is hit the foul pole. Gone, a home run. Tigers take the lead in the 6th. Bases loaded and nobody out. 2-2, swinging a ground ball to first. Diving stop by Torkelson. Throw to the plate, and they couldn't get him. Ball bounced. Rogers couldn't hold on. If he holds on, it's a force at the plate on Caratini. Instead, it's a 1-1 game, and the bases are still loaded with nobody out. Jose Altuve strides to the plate. Everybody in tight. First pitch, swing and a high pop-up. Down the right field line, that's a long run for Vierling, still going. He'll make the catch in foul territory. Coming home, throw to the plate, not in time. Pena scores. Astros take a 2-1 lead. 2-1 lead for Houston going to the top of the 8th inning. Runners at the corners and one out for Riley Green. Bregman's in tight. Pena up the middle, pitch in the dirt. Gets away from Diaz, coming home Carpenter, and he will score. That ball went off the screen. Tigers have tied it at 2, and they've got a runner in scoring position with one out here in the 8th. Bases are loaded. Tigers trying to take the lead in the 8th inning. Vierling the runner at 3rd, Keith at 2nd, Torkelson at 1st, all itching to come home. The 1-2, swinging a line drive down the left field line, hooking toward the corner. Air ball up against the wall. Vierling is in. They're waving him home. Torkelson around 3rd. He will score. Albanez ends up on 3rd. It's a 3-run double, and the Tigers take a 5-2 lead in the 8th. Bottom of the 9th inning, Jeremy Pena swings. It's a fly ball deep to center field. Going back, Parker Meadows still going. He'll have room. He jumps up, makes the catch. Up against the fence in center. Meadows again. Robbery of an extra base hit. 2 outs in the 9th. Ground ball softly to 2nd. Keith will charge, field and flip. Tigers win. They're moving on. They pour out of the dugout and mob each other behind the pitcher's mound. What a moment in Houston. Oh my goodness, the Tigers are headed to Cleveland.
Listen, when we started this series, everybody said we weren't playoff tested. We just passed the biggest test of the year to date, but there's more coming, okay? Never know. Get it going. Listen, hold on. Listen, I'm not sure who, but somebody let the Tigers get hot.
He wants to face the Tigs in the 8th inning. You know, for whatever reason, that inning we score, and it happened again today, so it's a ton of fun.
I was so fired up, man. That was such a cool moment. It stung to lose the lead in the 7th there, but we kept that belief that we always have, and that's what pushed us through. I mean, keep the line moving that inning, and then Andy Ibanez against the lefty. You have all the belief in the world that he's going to get that job done.
Yo quería que entraran las carreras. Yo decía entra, y cuando llegué a tercera, tú sabes, vi a todos los fanáticos de Detroit y al equipo muy contento y creo que eso me tocó, ¿sabes? Yo creo que
putting it all together with this group for this team and not just being satisfied getting to the playoffs, but winning a playoff series and getting to go play a familiar team. I'm forever grateful being a Detroit Tiger.
Well, one of the old baseball cliches is who'da thunk it, and who'da thunk it applies perfectly to the Detroit Tigers to find themselves here taking down the Houston Astros in the wild card series.
And as AJ Hinch told us today, we're playing with house money. These guys are relaxed, they're playing loose, they mix, they match, everybody loves it, they embrace the chaos.
Yeah, Tarek Skubal will get the ball.
It's amazing, Bobby. One loss and all of a sudden game 2 becomes a must-win, but that's the nature of the postseason. You feel so good. Every time he takes the mound, Tarek Skubal gets the start for the Tigers.
It's hard to explain, and it's been fun to watch. You almost become a fan watching it. He's a pro's pro, and it's been awesome to watch him develop into the pitcher that he is today.
Again, the 2-2, swing and a miss. Ramirez strikes out. What a beauty. Skubal gets the ball, settles back in third base side into his motion. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Change up down, wipes out Noel. 6 up, 6 down, and not many pitches needed for Tarek Skubal. We head to the third, scoreless in Cleveland. 3-2, swing and a miss. Got him. The 1-2, swing and a miss. 5th strikeout for Tarek Skubal. The 2-2, 9 up, 9 down, 98 freezes Rocchio. 6 strikeouts in the first 3 innings for Skubal. No score in the bottom of the 5th inning. Andres Jimenez batting. First pitch, ground ball to second. Ibanez to Sweeney to Torkelson. Inning-ending 4-6-3 double play. No score, 6th inning, 1 out, 1-1. Ground ball chopped to short. Sweeney will charge, foot to second, 1, relay to first. They turn the double play. What a job by Sweeney. Inning over. Emmanuel Clase, absolute dominance, 7 shutout innings against the Tigers this year. Runners at the corners. And Kerry Carpenter gets a chance to deliver the lead. I like the feeling of Kerry Carpenter standing at the plate in this situation. 2-2, Sweeney takes off, fly ball, right field. This one's deep. Going back is Brennan, he's looking up, and it's gone! Oh, man! Kerry Carpenter with 2 outs in the 9th. A 3-run bomb, and the Tigers take the lead 3-0. A scoreless game through 8 innings, and then the Tigers work their late inning magic again, and they're going home with a series tied at a game apiece. Hello again, everyone. We're getting ready for the first home playoff game in Detroit, Andy, since 2014. This is fun.
There's something different about playing at home. I mean, it's the buzz around the ballpark. You know, coming to the field today, the energy, you know, has a different feel. The coolness of the air means it's not the middle of the summer. And from pitch one, this group of fans here in Detroit are going to be rowdying on our side. So our players are looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it because there's a different element, you know, wearing the English D, the white uniform. We're playing at home. We have 40+ thousand fans that are screaming their heads off for us to do something positive. I mean, and it's October. I mean, can you get any better than that?
The orange towels are out. They are waving, and postseason baseball is back, Mr. Dirks.
And it's back in Detroit. This is a thing of beauty. The hair on the back of my neck standing up.
I'm not gonna lie, I slept pretty good last night. Waking up, I would say, is the one where it's like, okay, like it's time to go. You know, you wake up with a little more energy. You're not tired. You're really excited to get to the ballpark and just get moving around and get things going.
Rocchio trying to shorten the lead of Meadows at second base. The 1-1 pitch, swinging a ground ball up the middle and into center field, a base hit. Tigers take the lead in the first. Riley Green delivers a 1-0 lead with 2 outs in the first. Comerica Park has been jumping from pitch number 1. The Tigers scored a run in the first inning. Will now try to add to their lead against the righty Eli Morgan. Morgan's 2-1, swinging a line drive down the left field line, hooking toward the corner, fair ball! Keith will score, Torkelson around first, he's heading to second, 3-0 Tigers in the 6th. Bill Vest comes on. This arm has just been electric. The 1-2, swinging a line drive, caught with a backhanded leap by Matt Vierling. 3-0 Tigers in the 9th. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss! Tigers win! Tyler Holton works a 1-2-3 9th, and the Tigers have taken a 2-1 series lead.
Seeing all those, 40+ thousand fans waving orange towels and, making them happy is what we want to do as a team and get wins for them. It was electric.
Super excited. You could tell they're starving for a game like this. So just to be able to kind of bring a game home to these fans and then to win it was awesome.
It was good to see Comerica at its best, and it's because of the fans in the city and the patience they've shown to get October baseball back in Detroit. They delivered
Tigers are getting ready to try to close out the Cleveland Guardians in the Division Series. A win tonight, they move on to the American League Championship Series, and when they have an opportunity, they take advantage of their first opportunity to do that and get the job done.
The player buy-in has been the single biggest impact on this entire team. It's probably a little unusual, and everybody wants their moment, but we have high character guys that are willing to do anything that you can. I mean, we have a lot of capable guys, but we have a lot of guys who are willing to take a seat if the next guy has a better advantage, and the players have to go out and believe that that's the right strategy for us to maximize our abilities, and I'm very appreciative of it, and I see it in action every day.
2-1 Cleveland. It's through the bottom of the 5th inning. McKinstry thinking one swing in the bat against Tanner Bybee. 174 innings of work. He gave up 22 home runs. That's a pretty low total. 3-1 pitch. Swinging a fly ball, left field, deep. Kwan going back, still racing to the wall. Gone! How about it? Waving to the crowd, getting him up as he crosses home plate. Listen to Comerica Park.
Looks like Winslow Perez is going to grab a bat.
Tigers trying to take the lead. It's a 2-2 game in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-1. Swing a little flare in the left center field. Will it drop? It will! Grounded third, heading home. Carpenter, no throw. Tigers take the lead. 3-2 in the 6th. Winslow Perez delivers. It's quite a night in downtown Detroit. Bo Brisky, so far in the postseason, has worked 5 1/3 no-hit innings, 2 walks and 6 strikeouts, and he's been money since the end of August. Wild pitch gets Kwan down to second base. Keep an eye on him. Brisky sets, holds a glove at the letters. Pauses for a beat. The 2-2 is swinging a fly ball, left field, deep trouble. Going back, Green, and it's gone, a home run. This crowd on their feet trying to will the Tigers to another miracle finish against Emmanuel Clase. The 1-2, check swing, got him. Vierling strikes out, and we are headed to a Game 5 in Cleveland.
Expect nothing less from these two teams, playing for the chance to advance. They put up a really good fight, got some big swings, some big pitches, and now it ends in a Game 5. So obviously it's a tough loss.
We are getting ready for a winner-take-all Game 5 here in Cleveland at Progressive Field. Eddie Dirk, you have been a part of this. You have been part of 3 Game 5s, elimination games. Describe what this feeling is like if you're one of those Tigers down in the dugout.
Well, there's some things to be excited about. One is you've gotten this far, right? So you can't ever take that away. It's like we're here in a moment where this is a winner-take-all game, Game 5 to go to a championship series, and we have our horse on the bump. Anytime you got your guy on the mound, you feel confident, you're excited, you're ready to get out and play some ball.
Tarek Skubal trying to deliver a Game 5 win. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Got him with the fastball up and away. Second strikeout for Skubal. Skubal, third base side, drops the hands, lifts the leg, big swing. Swing and a miss. Menez strikes out, the third strikeout for Skubal. The 0-2, swing and a miss. Got him with a triple-digit fastball above the strike zone. And here comes Carpenter. Left side of the infield shifts to the right. Rocchio right up the middle. The 3-1 pitch, swinging a fly ball to the gap deep in right center field. This one's way back in right center, and that one's off the base of the wall on one hop. Sweeney is going to be waved around third. The relay from Jimenez to the plate. Not in time. Head first slide gets Sweeney in. Tigers take a 1-0 lead in the 5th. Kerry Carpenter comes off the bench and delivers. 1-0 Tigers. Bottom of the 5th inning. No place to put Jose Ramirez. And he's batting when the base is loaded. Fastball up and in, hit him. No. Yes, it did. I thought maybe it hit the bat. And we've got a 1-1 game. Lane Thomas is in the cleanup spot today. Josh Naylor, the lefty, is waiting on deck. Thomas has been a lefty killer this year.
I'm still struggling to reconcile
the gut punch that we felt on Saturday with what was a wildly successful season for this whole organization. There were moments in games 4 and 5 of the ALDS where breaks could have gone our way and they didn't. And those moments, you know, are going to be really tough for us to process and swallow this winter, because they should be. Getting your heart ripped out on one of the biggest stages in our game is both a blessing and a curse. It's a curse for all the obvious reasons, but it's a blessing because it means you're playing for something. It means the last game of the season really matters. It means this is a winning group that had a credible chance to be the last team standing.
You know, we did our best to give this city a team to be proud of. And I don't ever want to say we exceeded expectations, because our expectations are always going to be greater than anybody else, but we did our best. And as I told the players, we want this to be the floor. We want this feeling to resonate throughout the offseason so that we can, you know, come back even more determined than ever to experience seasons like this, you know, moving forward. I'm very proud of 2024 Tigers.